Hi, I'm Amaris. It's Amaris. And I'm wondering how everybody's doing today. Doing oracle readings today. I'm shuffling to see what sign we're going to be working on today. Right now we're on the planet Pluto. I had to restart my video when my phone kind of like froze a little. What signs we working with today? What sign? Sagittarius. May I ask what house we're in on Pluto with Sagittarius? The third house. So now I'm about to look up the species. And today, instead of me using my light and my shadow deck, I'm going to use the Labyrinth deck today. We're going to go off into the Labyrinth because it's dark and it's light together. So today we're going to work with the Labyrinth deck instead of the other two. So may I ask what species in Sagittarius will be working with today? Okay. Oh, hey, see? Wow. Okay, so like I said, we're going to be working on with my Labyrinth Tarot deck because it's dark and it's light. And we're talking about Sagittarius today. And guess what we have? We got Sagittarius the rooster in the dark and the light, which means you've done your light and your shadow work. Congratulations. You're leveled, Sagittarius. Okay. So we have the rooster. I'm sorry about that. We have the rooster. So no matter your zodiac sign, if you was born this year, your species would be a rooster. So these following years, if you were born in these following years, you would be considered a rooster no matter your horoscope sign. 1957, 1969, 1981, 1993, 2005, and 2007. So we're going to start off light and shadow deck. Oracle cards. And again, we're on Pluto with Sagittarius, the rooster, that's in the yin and yang, in the third house. And what you're going to be doing, Sagittarius, resurrect insights to understand your ideas, get to the heart of the wisdom, short-term thinking and trips, do or die you must, resulting from the understanding of who or what is around you. And normally, in half the time when I do Sagittarius with my light and shadow, they too much don't have too many cards that fall out or come out. And that's the one thing I do love when I do an oracle reading on Sagittarius. Is there anything else for Sagittarius? Bless your little hearts. Goofy. Okay, Saggy. All right, Saggy. I'm sorry, I'm putting in chronological order. Okay, so you have the Eclipse Mermaid, a powerful energy shift, which is immaculate because you're in your yin and in your yang, and that is a major powerful energy shift. So you should be very, very glad and grateful right about now. It says candy cane angel, which means you put in all that hard work. You ignored the bullshit. You kept pushing, and you only spoke on your truth when you needed to. So it's time for a treat. And God has a special treat for you because you've done your work. Congratulations. This is Violet Angel, Breaking Dawn. So it's the new Breaking Dawn. It's wonderful. Pink Lotus Fairy, a time for spirit. So now it's time for you to spend some time with just you and your spirit. And your spirit guide. So at this moment, I would say right now is you have no time to spend and enjoy with anybody in a physical form. Right now, it's time for you to have fun and kick it up with your spiritual team. Two little witches, magical space clearing time. So whoever it is that you separated yourself from, it made it to where you ended up evolving into your yin and yang, which means they had to been negative. And by you separating yourself, it cleared the negative energy space that they had lingering on you from them. So you should be very proud of yourself. Time to be brave. You were brave and you did that brave work. And I know if you were afraid to let that one person go, but it was well worth it. So it took a lot of bravery to do it. And since you've done that, it's no need to have to be brave about it anymore or cutting those people out. You're also in your season of ancient wisdom with the Lady of Bosch egg. So yes, you have picked up on some ancient wisdom, and you also will be picking up and learning more ancient wisdom, which is immaculate. So that means you're gonna get basically like the spiritual book of secrets. You're taking that high road. You're flying high now. Storm angel, collisions of belief styles, attitudes, and energies. And a lot of people do not agree with this with you. And that's totally fine. That's totally fine. That's okay. Long as you accept and agree. And that's all that matters. What anybody else think, say, and feel about it, it doesn't matter because they're not God. They're really not. And if God didn't tell you to concern yourself with them or be concerned, don't. And he did, and you haven't. So don't let it eat you up. Don't let it stay dwelling on your head too long. None of that. Keep it pushing. You did what you were supposed to do. You did what God told you to do. And if those people are pissed off because you did what God told you to do, they are not people of God. And most definitely you did the right thing by leaving them alone, separating yourself, clearing that space and that energy. You found out that wasn't you, that was them. And you also just found out that you're touched. And not only you're touched, but you're a medium. Because the things that you felt and you visually seen was exactly that when you walked away. And it's a faceless ghost and the haunted girl. So it's someone that is those people that you ghosted. They're haunted by this. And you let them be haunted. You just don't let them haunt you. In fact, they won't be able to haunt you. They won't be. But if they want to linger, let them linger on their own. You just keep pushing and keep moving. Don't look back. Keep looking forward. Keep looking forward. And if you do look back, look at the reasons that led you to walk away. And if they can't get a clear understanding as to why you walked away, remind them by telling them. Deep down they know, but they feel you don't know. So this is when you can validate for them that you know. And it's going to hurt even more because you didn't react. And trust me, I know about this. This is exactly what I'm going through right now. And when I say it's a major test, but do not give into it. And if you do give in, only give in to telling the truth, and the truth only. And if nobody don't want to acknowledge the truth, respect the truth, and accept the truth, you leave them in denial and illusions, and you keep moving forward. Because if it's one thing, you can hide it from the world, but you can't hide nothing from God. And this is to everybody and anybody. If people saying things and you know it's not true, and then they pushing and getting a bunch of people to team up and even push that same campaign out, let them. If you feel it's so intense to where like you do have something to say, when you do say something, let it be the truth. Let it be the truth. And you move on. And you keep in your head, your heart, and your soul, and in your emotions. You can hide it from the world. You can fool people. But you can't hide it from God. And you can't fool God. They can't hide it from you because they did it to you. God seen them do it. They can't fool you because you was there when they was doing it to you. They can't fool God because God seen it before it happened. And God prepared you how to handle it when it comes about, if it makes sense. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and go into Wonderland. You guys might hear the washing machine and the dryer going. You just might. I'm doing laundry for my mama. I done took a break from working so I can take care of my mom. She's going through some things. So at the moment, this is what I'm doing right now because it keeps me occupied too. I love it. And plus, the more that I do, the better that I get. And the less nervous and shy I'll be with you guys. Is there anything else you have for Sagittarius the rooster? Nonsense. It's time to talk sense. See? Them motherfuckers be telling. Time to talk sense. So next time they come with their bullshit, you say, make it make sense. Make it logical. Okay? All right? Because no matter what, you can get rid of things physically for the physical eye to see. But what you can't do is get rid of and hide the spiritual evidence. Not at all. So next time they get to talking, hey, go ahead. And then if they get rid of all the physical evidence that you have, hacking, or breaking into your shit and deleting shit or whatever not, or paying people to hack your stuff and delete things, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. God's going to expose it at the right time, in due time, in the right season. Just know. So meanwhile, you just keep moving and you keep doing what God tell you to do. And you keep up with your studies and bettering yourself and working on you. That's why I'm not talking about financial and love and your ex or your current or who's in your future. None of that. No, we're going to talk about you. We're going to talk about me. And we're going to get ourselves together and make sure we're prepared and equipped. So when that money come, that job come, that man, that woman comes, we're ready. Whereas too, we sitting up here stuck and stalling over who I'm gonna be with. Am I gonna get that dream job? We finna fix ourselves, work on ourselves, better ourselves. So when it come, we're prepared. This is lead the way. Be a leader. Show others how it's done. You can help others, and most definitely you can. You can. You can be a bit vicious. Sometimes you could be a bit sarcastic and ignorant at times. But if it's one thing I do know, that Sagittarius, no matter the species, the year, and the person, through good and bad, you good with helping others. And you good with helping them get through things. Okay? We all got a good and bad. We got some ups and downs. We all have that. Don't be ashamed. Please don't. But you be ashamed when you don't admit it. Okay? It's this clock time, time pressure, and a rush. And that's in reverse. And that's a good thing because that means you really, really learned. Because if it's one thing, Sagittarius, you're always rushing. You're always pressuring. You're always timing. And you stopped and realized everything is so much better in God's timing. And now that you've done that, you can move on, move forward, and you won't be so stressed with anxiety and depression. Okay? Uncertainty. I'm sorry, this thing on phone. I thought I turned off my notifications on all my phones. See, there it go. I'm so sorry about that. But okay, now we have uncertainty. Choose who you will become. So that's the only thing you have left to do right now is to choose who you want to be. And you can be everything you want to be. So if you got all these things that you want to be, you can be all of them. You don't have to choose one. You don't have to choose two. You don't have to choose three. You can be all of them. But I would say step by step, one at a time. One at a time. You know, just like when you start a new career, you go to school and you start a new study and stuff, you have modules that you take, courses and classes that you take for that trade or that career. That's what you do with each person or thing that you want to be, you know, career-wise or personal-wise. Okay? That's just simple. There's no way in the world you can be one thing. You're a multiple of things. Positive and negative wise. You're a multiple. Okay? Okay, so now I want to be a queen, stating your sovereignty, declaring freedom, passing a test. You did it. You did it. You did it. Hey, you did it. You did it. Hey, you did it. Hey, you did it. Did it. Did it. Did. Oh, 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 oh. Do the Beyonce. Oh, 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 oh. Hey, hey. Shimmy, 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 shake. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. You should be proud of yourself. But no, you got another test coming. But you passed this test. So be proud. And if you pass this test, you're going to pass the next one. Follow your own good advice. Trust yourself. You know what is best for you. And sometimes you guys do that. You'll give advice, and then you might sit back and be like, I wonder if that was some good advice. And you really don't know until you see the outcome of it from the person you gave the advice to. And sometimes you cannot go by that, because sometimes people can hear your advice, listen to it, but don't take it. It can go in one ear and out the other, and or they don't put no work towards it or do anything towards it, and they mess it all up. And here it is, you gave them some good advice, but you think you didn't give good advice because they did total opposite. No, that has nothing to do with you. You did what you were supposed to do. Investigate. Look closely. Ask questions. Think before acting. And you guys do fucking react quick as hell. Wow, buddy. Tone it down just a little. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Was that 50 Cent? I'm a bit of a goofy sometimes. So now we're about to go into the Lonely Woods. We're going to check these Lonely Woods out. I try to get decks that don't clash with other readers, you know, because there are readers copying other readers and emulating other readers. And then there are also other readers learning from each other genuinely and some ungenuinely. But, you know, as long as you know everything you're doing is genuine and it's nothing, no funny business about it, don't you worry about it. Okay? Not at all, because some may automatically think that's what you're doing, and it has nothing to do with that. But majority would probably think that is because they are. And then some may get upset when you call it out, and then they'll get mad and make little vicious comments or sideline subliminal ass comments or gestures. And you don't pay it no mind, because they just told on itself. You're busted. If you're busted. Frank, please hear me out. What I'm trying to say to you. Fuck 'em. So you have the ending that opens up the space for the beginning. You ended that fucked up ass cycle within yourself and others. You should be proud. God is proud of you too. Yeah, it was hard, but you did it. And it was worth it because you're in your yin and your yang now. So you are about to come across jobs, careers, people, friends, maybe a new lover, financial. It's going to be all in the yin and the yang. It's going to match you in your energy, but you're going to always have a decoy come in. I always have a decoy come in before the real thing comes in. So make sure you're very attentive and cautious. Okay? Our shadows are beautiful, and you accepted that, which means you did your shadow work. You had already did your light work. You tapped into your shadow work and you did it, even though you didn't want to do it, even though you didn't too much believe you was going to make it through it. You did it. And you also realize that your shadow is beautiful. Along with the other shadows that were already in their yin and yang, and you just didn't understand it. Now you understand and see that not only your shadow is beautiful, their shadow is beautiful. Our shadows are beautiful, just like our light. Okay? Going deep. Going deep. I'm going down, down, baby. Yeah. Shout out to Nelly. You know, straight up. You're going deep. And that's good. That's good. That's great. You see a little flourishment. You're going deep. You see? You see, not only things grow in the light, they also grow in the dark. they also grow in the shadow too. See? And not just on land, but also in water. You see that? You should be so proud of yourself. God is so, so proud of you right now. I am too. You should be too. And it's lonelier at night. How as it should be. But you're not lonely. Look, you got your owls. Just like I was talking about a couple of days ago about Rick and Morty. When he had the two crows, well, you got the owls now. The watchers. And this also means you're becoming a watcher. So that means you're about to be a guardian angel too. For the dark and the light. Not just the light and not just the dark, but the dark and the light. And that's the best angel to be on earth, in the universe, and spiritual realm. Is there anything else for Sagittarius? I guess that's it for you with the Lonely Woods. Oh, so I gotta say to you right now in the Lonely Woods. Okay. Okay, and now we're gonna go ahead and get to our elaborate deck. I just started working with this deck. Let me find my book. Let me find my book. And I love the Labyrinth. That was my favorite movie when I was a kid. It still is to this day. Right along with Curb Bearers and My Little Pony. Like, when I get pissed off and I get mad and I feel like I might slip, I will turn it on. My Little Ponies and Curb Bearers, quick as hell. Quick as hell. I really will. I will turn on Curb Bearers and My Little Ponies, and I'll look at it. And this is worrying you doing Sagittarius. You have to stop doing that so much. Stop overthinking. Please. It's not worth it. So you have the fiber feathers in reverse. And that's the fiber feathers, it represents truth, concession, and parting of ways. The dust is settling after a major conflict. It's time to let bygones be bygones and move on. And this is what you did, but it's some things that you're still kind of like lingering on to, or you're allowing someone to keep on lingering on to. You've done what you're supposed to do. You've done what you were supposed to do, and everything that you could do. But if you do have some type of fault, then maybe that's why it's still kind of lingering around, and maybe you need to kind of like do your part and just be like, well, okay, it may be petty to you, but it may be major to them. Okay, you have the Seven of Pots in reverse. And that's the Seven of Pops comes forward when you're presented with many dreamy possibilities. See, each option seems better than the last, but this card also carries a warning. Don't allow idealistic thinking to get the better of you. Make sure you're seeing things as they really are and not getting caught up in fantasy. See what I'm saying? And this is why I say, like, you can be all those things, but one at a time. So that way you can see what's able to be into reality and what is not, and that way you just don't overdo yourself and make yourself look cuckoo. Okay, next you got the Three of Poles in reverse. That would be considered Three of Wands. This would be the Cups. This would be in the Five of Swords, just so you can pick up on it, Okay, so the Three of Poles in reverse, also known as Three of Wands in reverse, it says, suggest you may be blocking your own success. Don't limit your own potential by selling yourself short. Embrace your aspirations and get others involved to bring them into life. And y'all do that anyway. That's why I love it. One thing about it is rather if it's good or bad, though. Y'all do. So that's my reading for you guys today, Sagittarius, because I was so busy yesterday. I cleaned the whole house up and stuff, and I had to cleanse the house inside and out and everything, and it was a few things that kind of like was streaming, flickering with my harp strings. So I didn't want to project anything on anyone or anything. So I just had to cleanse myself, cleanse the house around it. Then I had some, chores to do around the house because I'm picking up all the slack and stuff and everything. So I didn't get to do a reading for yesterday. So I am about to go ahead and start another reading to make up for that, because I know it's some people that was anxiously looking and was like, hey, where's Amaris? Did they chase her off? Did they scare her off? Did they discourage her? No, the fuck you didn't. I can only do that. But okay. But you guys have a blessed day. Be wonderful. Pray, meditate, cleanse in and out and around your home. Okay? And open the windows. It's pretty nice. It's not too hot. So, cut the air off for like an hour or two. Crack them windows open and let some fresh air come in the house. Okay? You guys have a blessed day. And I will see you later.